right, this is Spencer with CFSM Media. I'm out here with Sarah Carter. Now, Cater, my bad. Talk me through what the event was today and why you guys are out here.
Sure. So we hosted a public hearing on the budget. The Arizona State Legislature is going through a budget process to pass a budget, as they do annually. And unfortunately, the process has not been transparent and they have not asked for public comment. And so we hosted a public hearing. Unfortunately, it had to be outside in the 107-degree Arizona summer heat. But we invited the entire legislature to attend and hear the voices of Arizonans, experts on education and housing and healthcare, to tell their stories and why they want programs funded for the things that Arizonans need. So unfortunately, no Republicans attended today, but we had Democrat legislators who were able to listen to the testimony that the full legislature really should be hearing. So that was the function of today's event.
Is this kind of in opposition to the flat tax proposal that was just recently pushed through and vetoed by Ducey?
That's correct. Yes, we oppose the flat tax, and the pandemic isn't over, and so many communities are really hurting. They were hurting before the pandemic. That's even more true now. But we actually have more revenue than we've ever had before, and instead of investing it in our communities, they're proposing to cut the taxes of the wealthy and the well-connected, and we're trying to harness power to say that's not right, and we should be investing dollars into long-neglected communities in Arizona.
Now, maybe I'm uneducated about it, so I'll get your opinion on it. And I just moved out here 3 years ago, so I'm still learning all the ropes out here. Do you think a flat tax would help the underprivileged communities?
No, we don't think so, because flat tax is regressive, right? So it's the same, and so you can find out more information about the flat tax on the Arizona Center for Economic Progress webpage, but really it's not the right thing for Arizonans. There were many Arizonans here today saying do not pass a flat tax, and that their schools are underfunded, healthcare is underfunded, housing is underfunded, and we need to put dollars there, not cutting taxes.
Yeah, I know the state does have I think it's like a $2 billion surplus right now, something crazy like that. Could any modifications to the budget accommodate for those programs that you want, but at the same time reducing taxes on those who are underprivileged or even middle class?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's why it's so ridiculous, is we have this surplus and we're still going to just be cutting taxes and not funding the programs that people need. So we're asking for money to be allocated to all the programs that the many people here today testified about. And unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen, but that's why we're trying to host this public event to tell the legislators, whether they'll listen or not, that this is what Arizonans want and need.
And if you guys can come to a compromise with the other side and saying, hey, we can get these programs funded, but we're also reducing taxes, would you be opposed to that or for that?
I certainly can't speak on behalf of all of Arizona, but I think People First Economy generally is not here to compromise anymore. The lives and the well-being and the livelihoods of so many Arizonans have been compromised so much for decades, and so many Arizonans died during COVID. And businesses were destroyed due to lack of investment, and so we're not really interested in compromising. I think, we are willing to come to the table to talk about these issues, but we're not even being asked to come to the table. So I think let the majority party invite us to the table, and then we can talk. But we're not going to negotiate against ourselves. Let's put it that way.
That makes sense now, and hopefully that you guys can come to an agreement with the Republicans in the House and hopefully get those programs funded. But you know how it is with all these programs. I've at least witnessed it out here just in my short time living out here. It's I think it's like 50-50 right now. It's like right on that borderline for Republicans and Democrats. So you got one person that goes to the other side or vice versa, and it kills anything. So.
Yeah.
I'm just, we're Americans in the end. I hope we can all work together and, make our nation great. That's what I always hope. But I do really appreciate the interview, and I will definitely go online and learn more about this.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.